film in a car park, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
No one can see the
Can you not see? There's a car moving. You might see it in a minute. Hello, hi, welcome back to the St James YouTube channel, St James's Church YouTube channel. My name is Ruth, I'm a youth worker here, and I'm really excited again to talk to you about... There's so many cars! I'm really excited to talk to you guys today all about God's promises. So distracted, I'm so distracted. I read a Bible study yesterday, it was all about being distracted, and I was like, huh? Didn't get to the end of it because I got distracted. So I have a question for you at the back. What did you want to be when you were a kid? What did you want to be when you were older?
Oh, I never knew.
You never knew? I still, no one knows what they want to be when they're older when they're an adult. Did you never have something that you're like, I'm going to do that?
For a while I wanted to be
A scientist? That's so funny because didn't you do physics A level?
Yeah.
Wow, he's actually sciencey. He's not. I had a bunch of different things that I wanted to be. So when I was really young, I wanted to be an actress. And then I really wanted to be a newsreader for the longest time. Because I think I wanted to do the, you know, with the papers, when they like click all the papers together, like today on the news. So I really wanted to do that. I also wanted to be a politician for quite a long time. Then after that, I really wanted to be a social worker. And then I wanted to run my own summer camp. And somehow I found myself as a youth worker. So my life plan didn't really go exactly the way that I thought it would. I thought that I was going to be a famous newsreader, and I'm not. So I thought my life plan was going to go one way, and it's gone a bunch of different ways than I could possibly imagined it. But I can see how it's all worked out, and I can see that it will continue to work out, even if it's not the plan that I chose. But you know, that's not saying that what you want to be now isn't going to be what you're going to be when you're older. I had a friend in primary school when I met her. I think she was 7, and she told me she wants to be a physiotherapist, and I met up with her yesterday, and she's actually a physiotherapist and she's absolutely loving it. So some people, their life plan works out how they think it's going to, and other people it doesn't, and it works out better than you thought it would, or you know, there's a reason for why it is. So yeah, sometimes our life plans don't work out the way that we think they're going to work out, and that can be quite difficult to deal with. I know that a lot of times suddenly I'm like, what am I doing with my life? What's happening? And I'm sure that you can relate to that. Particularly the more you get older, you'll definitely relate to that. But someone once explained it to me that our lives are a little bit like a parade, and we're standing watching the parade in the streets, and we can see the floats go by one. So maybe you see this part of your life, maybe when you're in year 9, and then next you'll see year 10, and next you'll see year 11 go by as you're living your life. But God is more like, he's like in the air in a helicopter, so he can see every single part of the parade all at once in the order, and he understands, okay, well this parade is happening because this one later happens. So God sees our lives like he's in the parade, but he's watching the parade from up above. He knows what's coming, he sees everything that's happened already, he sees what we're living in right now, and that's really cool and really reassuring to me, because it's like, okay, I don't understand what I'm doing right now, but God has promised me that actually it's going to make sense because of what I do here later. And if you think about it, all of that time I spent practicing doing the news in my bedroom going,
hello, on BBC One today, we're going to be looking at this, this and this.
Maybe that was practice for these videos. And there's a verse in the Bible that I want to read to you today. So this is Jeremiah 29:11. Jeremiah is like right at the centre of the Bible, that's how I remember it. It's really long as well. I think it's the longest book in the Bible is Jeremiah. Everyone thinks it's Psalms, but actually, Jeremiah. Keep that one in your back pocket for a quiz later. My fingers are too cold to turn the page. This is God's word on the subject. As soon as Babylon's 70 years are up, and not a day before, I'll show up and take care of you as I promised and bring you back home. I know what I'm doing. I have it all planned out to take care of you, not abandon you, and plans to give you the future you hope for. I like that. That's super reassuring that God has plans to give us the future that we hope for. Even if it's not exactly what we think it's going to be, he has a plan, and his plan is like 1,000 times better than any plan that we could come up with. So yeah, that's my encouragement for today. Don't be afraid of the future. Easier said than done. Just know that there's a plan for everything, and we are living that plan, and that's awesome. That's all I have to say. It's a straight to the point type of video, you know. I really need the loo. We're like literally in the middle of the Yorkshire Dales with no toilets near us, so we're gonna go find a toilet. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.